What's up, guys? I'm Hiro, and we just wrapped up a stream on the new Season 2 China content drop. Season 2 is live in China, and during the stream I mainly checked out the Imagines, and this is the video I have for you guys. Be aware the chat at the start is gonna be over the Imagine, but it's gonna be fixed like 2 minutes into the video, so don't fret. If you want to skip ahead to some of the gold Imagines, if you're interested, you can do that. I will leave a timestamp. I'm pretty tired right now, so I will just get this out of the way for you and then I will go to sleep. But I wanted to let you know as soon as possible, but I would say don't necessarily skip over the purple Imagines because there are quite a few good ones in there. So yeah, without further ado, leave a like, leave a sub if you enjoy this type of content. I'm bringing you all of the live news, and yeah, enjoy the video. I want to see it myself. Okay. Oh my. Yo. Are you seeing what I'm seeing? Are you seeing what I'm seeing? Alright, let's go from the bottom. Let's go from the bottom. I want to edge, even myself I want to edge. Can I click on it? No, I don't want to equip. Okay, let's check this out. This is, I think, the first thing from the bottom that I see. Elite Emerald Horned Sheep. After skill activation, your haste is increased for a period of time. The increased haste by percentage is 20 duration. Okay, let's look at the tier 5 effect, obviously. It increases 13% haste for 20 seconds. And the passive effect is plus 1125 haste. Follow season level plus 135 for each level gained. Base value and level value cannot combined exceed 5040. Okay. Okay. That is wild. That is wild. You can gain 5k haste from this at tier 5. And then 13% on the active effect. Yo. That's not even that bad. Yeah, obviously the stats are gonna go like real crazy now. And they do the stat squish. Am I already stat squished, by the way? Maybe not, because I'm not on the new equipment, I think. If I'm going to the new equipment, then my stats will be squished, I think. Yeah. Well, let's look further. That does not even seem that bad. Oh, can you change? Oh, thank you for... I'm sorry, yes. I'm sorry. We put the chat... Yeah, we put the chat here, okay, guys? I'm sorry. Thank you, Evie. Right. Let me show that again. So yeah, you can check it out. So this is at tier 5, right? 13% haste on the active, same duration cooldown as the ones before, but it's now they scale with the season mechanic. So if you level up your season stuff, then your Imagine gets stronger. And this guy gives up to 5k passive haste. 5k. Not bad, right? Not bad. This guy? Oh, this looks weird. This looks like the one Imagine we had before with like the little different effects. Oh, actually not. Oh, so they just make purple stat Imagines now. Apparently they made purple stat Imagines because this one is just like the other one but with mastery. It's just made for Wolfbow, just another wolf. And it has mastery, so obviously it's made for Wolfbow, right? So it's the same thing just for mastery, okay. And it's for Wolfbow, apparently. And then this guy. What does this guy do? This Lucky Strike synergy. Summon elite cold-blooded cabbage. Random summons 1 to 3 virtual lightning bolts, dealing magic damage to targets within range. So this is kind of like the I forgot the name, but the one luck scaling purple. And when damage triggers the lucky strike, it can trigger the lucky effect and exposure occurs at the randomly dealing 1 to 3 instances of attack power as fire. Yeah, this is like kind of similar to the other Imagine, but this is summoning lightning bolts. Maybe they are like individual attacks, I'm not sure. It's like kind of similar to, is it this one? No, yeah, I mean this is the physical one, I mean the lizards. This one? It's a bit similar. Wait, did I change something about this? Anyways, let me look at the new ones first. This one? My head hurts. My head hurts looking at this. This is the weird one, I guess. Okay, all of the things got lost in translation here. Yeah, okay. After skill activation, your critical hit chance and critical hit damage are increased for a period of time. Various fluctuate based on the mark. Okay. Yo, translator, can you every 10 seconds the critical damage fluctuates between 12.5 and 17.5 seconds at fire. Yo. Okay, this guy I mean we have to see about this like stacking mechanic of him. It's like a lot of things going on, right? But yeah, crit scaling Purple Imagine doesn't seem that bad, to be honest. Doesn't seem that bad from the stats as of right now, but no. Goblin Trickster? Yo, this guy looks funny. This guy looks funny. What does he do? Other than looking funny. Then new skills or talents? I don't know, I haven't looked at everything. New talents? No, but there's like a new thing going on. It's kind of a bit like talent. Summon Elite Goblin Trickster dealing massive area of effect damage after a long chant. The skill will damage enemies and up to 20 allies? What? No way you can kill your teammates with this? When damage triggers a lucky strike, it can trigger the lucky effect and explosion occurs at the target location. Dealing 30% of attack power as light element physical damage. Okay, this is like kind of another one of the luck scaling, but the active effect seems very interesting. I wonder how it's gonna work. He's a goblin witch doctor. After a short chance, summons a magic orb that explodes, dealing magic damage to targets within the area, and healing up to 10 friendly targets. Okay, so more healing. Just skill activation every 2 seconds for a period of time deals damage equal to 50% of the user's healing amount as class-specific damage to surrounding targets. Oh, that's kind of like the modifier that we get on the adapt trial. So this imagine for like healers. What does it do on the passive? It's 5 seconds the next instant of damage dealt will inflict damage as magic damage. Each instance of healing dealt will increase the next instance of this damage by 5% up to a maximum of 800%. Okay, that's funny. Okay, but this doesn't change apparently. Only the attack power scaling changes. Interesting, interesting. A bit goofy, but interesting. Yo, those are a lot of new Imagines. What does this do? Recovery Shield Knight Magi? Maybe. It's usable, but it just adds damage. That is a bit of an issue. It provides healing to allies and it adds damage. So are you really gonna run this over some of the goated tank or healing Imagines? No. It's an option, but are you really gonna run it as of right now in season 1? No. Not over the other options. It is a possibility, it doesn't seem too bad, but no. All damage you deal is ultimately reduced by 80%. Time you cast a non-basic attack skill, the cooldown of the current resonance skill's effect is reduced by 1 second and you gain 1 stack of Sword and 10. Okay. You deal 80% less damage, but you have like this stack sword going on that is doing damage for you. And then you're reducing the cooldown of your resonance skills, so we have to see if they like change or add some of the resonance skills. This one. I want to look at these ones now. Let me get out of here. This one. Physical defense plus 15%, okay, and the active gives you 200% physical defense for 20 seconds. Okay, but do you need that though? And why is the guy that gives you physical defense a guy with a staff? How does this make sense? Guys, this is a mage giving you physical defense? Okay, okay, Bukura. You did a little bit too much of the ganja smoking there. A little bit too much. Okay, that's a new mob. Yo, that guy looks cool. That guy looks pretty cool. What does he do? Oh, it's the versatility guy. So we had the haste mob, we had the mastery mob, and this is the versatility mob. That's exactly the same, 13% and here up to 5k. Okay. Okay, those were the purple ones. I think overall, yeah, the scaling ones, these are obviously interesting. They're probably gonna be just fine. And these, like, we have to see about a bit. This one doesn't look too bad, to be honest, the crit scaling one. This one is kind of interesting, it's kind of funny. It seems kind of goofy, memey, but... And this one, yeah, it could be decent if you are doing any healing. Okay, guys, boss imagines. This is the first one. What does it do? Summon boss Flamehorn. Repeatedly uses ram sound to strike the target, dealing physical damage after casting. Gain a luck effect. When lucky strike is triggered, an explosion occurs at the target location, dealing magic damage. And immediately gain absolute luck, with its cooldown reduced to 5 seconds for the duration. This is kind of like Stone Goblin King. Luck effect damage. Is this correct? +5? +5? Seems goofy. Every 15 seconds, gain absolute luck. Luck plus 650, lucky strike damage, and healing plus 10.5. Okay. Dissonance? Question mark? This is removed after casting 3 damage dealing specialization abilities. Luck scales with season level. Oh, so these guys have the season leveling too. So let's check the tier 5 effect. Okay, so this guy, it can get that much higher. But you can get 5,600 luck from this at tier 5. Every 15 seconds. Okay. By the way, okay, so the materials are the same. I mean, the cost here, right? But you need these guys too. You need another material. Uh-oh, guys. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I mean, maybe this is just easy to get. Fighting will exchange. Obviously, this is like the new material, right? But this one on top of that for advancing, I hope this is easy to get. Okay, let's look at the next one. So yeah, this obviously seems pretty good for distance. I'm gonna send this to my guildmate who's already tier 5, the Storm Goblin King. I mean, every 15 seconds though. We'll have to see how it shapes out. Okay, yo, this guy looks cool. It's just the wolf changed a bit, but it looks pretty cool, right? Summon boss Crimson Jade Earth Fox, which bounces on the target dealing physical damage. After skill activation, your pet's attack power is increased for a period of time. Does this just buff Wolfbow again, or what? Pet final damage increase 24%. This is just a... Is there a different one with pets right now? No, right? I mean, I guess in theory, like... Eaglebow does have the pet too, but... For Eaglebow it doesn't really do damage, right? This is really just Wolfbow, imagine. After each special attack, the pet's attack power increases by 3.1%. What is this at tier 5? So here at tier 5, this is gonna be 70% pet damage increase in total. 30% from the passive stacked up. And then the active gives you another 40% at tier 5. Yo. Yo. That's gonna be pretty good, right? That's gonna be pretty good. Yo, there's so many. We get 4 more, and then also the NPC Imagines. Oh my god, I'm scared. I'm scared. Okay, so this one that gives also the passive stats again. Someone was Genius Cabbage King. Okay. Looks a bit goofy. Charges briefly before slamming the ground, dealing physical damage. After skill activation, your passive effect remains locked based on the displayed marker for a period of time. And this effect is increased by 100 to 150. Your passive effect remains locked. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, this. Oh, just this passive effect, right? I'm stupid. I'm cooked. So it does give the main stat. Every 10 seconds after entering combat, you will randomly gain one of the following effects. Gain main stat, gain versatility, gain mastery, gain haste, gain all elemental damage. And the substats, they scale, okay. This is kind of goofy effect. It's a goofy effect, but it could be good. Is this one with the active? It locks in the passive and it can increase it by up to 150% on top of that. And some of these values at tier 5 you can get at 6.1k at tier 5. And then you can 150% that, so you can get like 10k in stats, for example, from this on the active. Okay. What's this one? Goblin Chieftain, after a brief charge, unleashes a sword beam forward, dealing physical. After skill activation, your specialized skill damage and healing are increased for a period of time. During this period, specialized skill damage is reduced by 0.3 per second of your current resonance skill cooldown. Triggered most 1% a second. Is this really resonance skill? Or is this expertise? Like our normal skills, quote unquote normal skills. Is this another beat performer, Imagine, or what? This is another beat performer, Imagine. It's hard to tell with the auto translator what it actually does. Yeah, I guess here at tier 5 we can at least get 66% special attack damage and healing. So maybe it's also good for some special attackers. It's kind of hard to tell with the thing on top here. So could definitely be good. We have to check the values. Luckily, CN will always test everything for us, so we can't really make a lot of wrong choices. Like, you guys didn't fall, hopefully, for like going for Lizard King or something like that, or Iron Fang. I didn't see a lot of Lizard Kings or Iron Fangs. Check this guy. When the Blackrock Legion captain unleashes a massive firestorm centered on himself, dealing fire elemental physical damage. Fire elemental physical damage? Okay. After casting, your attack speed and cast speed are increased for a period of time. 12% attack speed and 36% cast speed on... Oh, I guess this is like tier 1 that I'm looking at. Oops. 10% and 30% on a tier 1. What's the tier 5? There's 20% attack speed and 60% cast speed. And also the passive on tier 5 is gonna be 32% ultimate skill cooldown speed. So kinda like Tina, like you just get your ult back a lot faster, right? Very interesting measure. I like this one. I'm not gonna lie, I like this one. We have to see about especially the cast speed, because obviously this is a high value, but who actually benefits that much from it? I'm gonna be intrigued. What are also some of the skill changes, all of that. But yeah, pretty interesting. I like it, I like it. And this is, I think, the last boss immersion, and then we're getting to the NPCs. Alright. So in boss Basilisk, who spins and attacks the target dealing physical damage after skill activation, grants yourself and up to 10 nearby friendly targets an all elemental bonus for a period of time. Guys, this is another support Imagine. Yes, please get this for me. Thank you. So this kind of like Brigand without a self buff, or you could say like Tina but for elemental bonus instead of cooldown. It gives you the passive 15% start bonus at tier 5 and gives 10% element for 10 seconds. So it's kind of like between Brigand and Reno, right? Nice. Supportive buffing Imagine. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Very nice. I like these ones. I like these ones. This one is very interesting. This one is made for Wolfbow. It looks very cool though. I'm kind of jealous of Wolfbow. This one, yeah, kind of looks like a dissonance, or like, what's the other luck scaler? The other healer. But more so dissonance, right? This one, I don't really know what to think of it. It could be good. It could be really bad. And this one is just goofy. I don't think this will be relevant, but who knows. Okay guys, let's get into the NPC Imagines. And then I'm heading off because I'm tired as fuck. Gonna check a little bit more, but yeah. Okay. Yo. She looking good though. Looking good. Summon Fafala, creating a domain. Within the domain, the user and allies gain final damage reduction and invulnerability. When dealing damage while within the domain, an additional percentage of defense is dealt as damage, treating at most once per second. When dealing damage while within the domain, an additional percentage of defense is dealt as damage. So Is this a new tank supportive Imagine? If you're a tank and you have high defense, you're buffing your allies with that domain, or is it only buffing yourself? And when taking damage, the current resonance skill cooldown is reduced by 1 second. Triggering almost every 2 seconds. I don't know about this resonance skill thing. Is it actually resonance skill or is this expertise skill? So that can be stacked. So we get final damage reduction on the active too. And additional damage is gonna be 240% of the physical defense. Okay. For 15 sec. Oh no, this is tier 1. This is tier 1. Okay, yeah, so it lasts 15 seconds compared to the others. But the cooldown goes down to 60 seconds. Like Muku Chief. I mean, this, depending on how this effect works, this could be really good. And it could mean that with this Imagine also, like, even if it only does it for yourself, applies it for yourself, it could mean that with this Imagine it enables things to actually do damage. We have to see though. Let's see how they end, because you have some restrictions, right? Triggering at most once per second. And this only triggers at most every 2 seconds, so yeah. Very interesting, and she does look very good. I'm not gonna lie, I think this model looks pretty good. We saw the female artists working on this one, so obviously the females, they know what's up. They do this very well. Okay, Dorothy. Oh no. New best in slot tank Imagine? It could be, yeah. It could be, but just it really depends on how this effect works, right? Like this, with the restrictions, I'm kind of confused. And does it mean that in the domain it also affects, it doesn't say so, so I don't think so, but if it affected other people, obviously that would be really good. And how relevant is the damage reduction gonna be? Could be very relevant. So yeah, I can definitely see a world where this is like, if they amp up the power of mobs and like they balance the difficulty correctly, yeah, this could be really strong, right? At tier 5, 30% damage, final damage reduction, and then you also deal a lot more damage. Yeah, could be pretty good. Okay, let's look at Dorothy. Oh my god, this wall of text, the translator is gonna fuck it up. The translator is gonna fuck it up. I already see it. It's not, the translator is not even doing anything. Dorothy, why is your text a book? Why is your text a book? Maybe I need to screenshot this and put it into translator. Let me try this, because yeah, the translator is not picking it up. He's not picking it up. Okay, I'm gonna read it for you. Transform into towers, replace your normal attack module, gain the power of the craftsman. Whatever. Does it replace your normal attack? Do they mean this? That's fine. Okay, here you can see it. I'm gonna read it here. Passive dealing damage has 40% to trigger chain lightning. When charge up and fire a powerful shot at the target dealing physical damage, each additional charge increases the damage by 150%. After leaping into the air, fire a thunderstorm projectile at the target, dealing physical damage and creating thunderstorm area at the target location, lasting for 7 seconds. So the leak was right, by the way. The leak was right. The thunderstorm area deals physical damage to enemy units in its range every second and applies the effect. 3. Continuously release homing lightning bolts. Upon hitting an enemy, the homing lightning bolts deal physical damage and apply effects. And 4. Launch an annihilation bomb. The annihilation bomb will explode after traveling a certain distance or upon impact, causing physical damage. Okay. And here are all the numbers. Let me check this out real quick. So does it mean that you just transform? You can just get transformed? I think this is what they're talking about. Transformation cooldown time 20 seconds. This is a goofy estimate, right? It sounds pretty funny too, but are you gonna go for this for like your best in slot Imagine? You're just gonna go for this if you want to have fun, right? It needs to be like really good. It needs to be really good for you to prefer this over some of the other Imagines, both the old ones and the new ones we've seen. There's a lot of competition now. Yo, Swarkak. Yeah. This is the annihilation bomb, maybe? 10,000% at tier 5? Am I reading this correctly? The 10,000% multiplier at tier 5? I mean, it could be pretty good. But goofy as Imagine. I'm not gonna lie, goofy as. Okay, guys. Now we're getting to the big boys, the big guns. I'm scared. I'm scared because I might have to go for tier 5 limited banner Imagine next season. Yo, he even has the new stuff. This is boys, obviously, boys. Okay, let's check boys. Summon boys concentrating frost power to create a frost zone, dealing ice elemental magic damage. After casting, your attack power is increased for a period of time, with an additional increase each time a special attack is cast, stacking up to 5 times. At full stacks, you gain attack speed and cast speed bonuses. Casting another special attack extends the duration of this bonus by 3 seconds each time, up to a maximum of 5 additional times. This skill can be charged 2 times, so it's like Mukuchi. So yeah, this is what I was talking about. Like, this is one of the ones that it's like kind of like Muku Scout, but better, right? It stacks up to 5 times. Is this the stacking here? So you have base 9.6 and then you stack this. You can stack this 5 times. So at tier 1 this would already be better than Muku Scout. Am I reading this correctly? And besides longer cooldown here, obviously. But therefore you get like the cast speed, stuff like that. Let me check the tier 5 here. Oh my god, yeah, guys, it's not looking good, guys, it's not looking good. It's not looking good, guys. Like this, at tier 5, is a 26% attack power increase, and you get attack speed and cast speed. And at tier 5 it has the same cooldown as Muku Scout. I mean, it's not in the passive effect, so... yeah, maybe for Icicle is not it. Maybe for Icicle this one is not it. We have to see. They're saying no power creep, my ass, lol. I mean, we already knew that Muku Scout was likely to get power crap, because they aren't gonna pull a Genshin mistake where they have a purple Imagine that is best in slot for like every DPS in the game, so they make way less money. I'm gonna be honest, they just made a mistake with that, so it was kind of obvious. But I mean, Muku Scout does have a lot of his power in the passive effect, and this passive is only stats, so we'll let CN do the testing, right? We'll let CN do the testing. I'm not gonna wail on CN to test us. I'm sorry. But what I will say, I haven't looked at Rorola yet, but guys, I think Wolfbow, it's kind of fucked. I think Wolfbow are kind of fucked, no? I think they maybe need boys. And they need this. Maybe. I think maybe they need this. I mean, maybe Muku Chief is better than boys, maybe. But this could be the new Wolfbow best in slot. Boys and the wolf. So they need 2 new. Maybe. Holy power creep. Guys, I think we're gonna look at Rorola now, but my prediction is Tina is still the best Imagine in the game. So what do you think about that? Okay guys, Rorola, last Imagine here. Summon Rorola resonating with ancestral power to attack in unison. For a period of time, this increases Rorola's damage dealt to hit targets. Every 10 instances of damage dealt to a target grants an additional boost up to a maximum of 5 additional instances. After reaching the limit, the duration of the additional damage is extended. Base damage boost is not extended? Wait, so Rorola is doing the damage? Okay, let's read. To additional maximum of 5 instances. Rorola also against life drain, recovering a percentage of the damage dealt to targets. Is this just translation overlay kind of fucked? Maybe. So this also has 2 charges. Yeah, I think this is translation thingy, but this is just a straight up damage boost. Is this for Rorola or for us? Lol, I see. Yeah, it's irrelevant. I mean, maybe it's gonna be relevant in season 2. We don't know, but for the most part, it's gonna be irrelevant, right? The Lycia is not the thing. The thing is the damage thing, because I predicted this was also gonna be likely kind of like Muku Scout power creep. But does it count for Rorola? Or does it count for you? This damage increase. I thought it was gonna count for you. But here the translator says this increases Rorola's damage. They to hit targets. Maybe we need to go to the... Ah, but it's still so late already. Oh my god. Wait, I'm up to for way too long. I could go to Bilibili and look at some CN streamers. They're probably gonna wail on this right now. They're currently wailing on this. Yeah, this has... five stacks. We need to do 10 hits and you get in a stack. And a maximum of 5 stacks. So tier 5, this would be like 32. % damage increase on the active. And guys, again, this has 2 charges, right? There's 80-second cooldown, but you have to. You start with 2 charges. Yeah, if it's for yourself, then yeah, a roller could be really, really good, right? This is already what I predicted from the leaks. It was kind of obvious, right? That these two could be really, really strong DPS Imagines. And yeah, it does look the way. It does look the way. It does look the way. And the lacy is whatever, but the damage increase, yeah. If this isn't, like, if this is for a roller personally, then who the fuck knows, but I don't think so, right? Guys, the end is gonna clue me in on this one. Kinda fucked, especially with the translator overlay. But yeah, a lot of interesting Imagines here. I do like a lot of them. I just don't like DPS Imagines as limited banner Imagines. And let me check the fragment store after this real quick. But yeah, if I had to call my favorites, I think... I think this one is actually pretty cool. Like, it may not be the strongest, I just think it's cool. I think it has like some cool effects. Farfalla, I think, is really, really interesting, could be really, really strong. And it does look really, really cool. And yeah, the raw stat purpose, I think, are really cool. And then this guy, I mean, could be pretty good. Could be pretty decent, like crit, low budget, especially maybe if you're starting late and you don't get Moguchi or something like that. Maybe it could be like could be like a decent alternative, or maybe you can use it alongside. We have to see. But these, as predicted beforehand, they could be really, really strong for DPS. Unfortunately, they are both limited banner NPC Imagines. So yeah, I don't know how I feel about this. Like this, all of this, guys. This has 2 charges for 20-second duration each. Giving you all of these stats twice. Any good Imagines for tank? Yeah, Farfalla could be really strong. we have to let's see and test it. Also, this guy obviously is just a good thing to have, right? Elemental bonus, and it could be like they have hinted at it with some of the things here, that elemental bonus will actually maybe elemental damage will get a bit more relevant with some of the new season mechanics. But Tempest, Tina, fine, won't be power crept. Tina won't be power crept ever, pretty much. And Tempest, you will always want at tier 0. So yeah, you are fine, but you will eventually on tank want to have more than those two Imagines, right? And then maybe you can save for Farfalla. Maybe you can save for Farfalla. Yeah, other than that, for tank Imagines. For tanks, there's Farfalla, there's Basilisk as supportive. I mean, this one probably not, right? More offensive. It does have the ultimate skill cooldown speed, but yeah, the active is like not what tanks want, right? And then, I mean, this is not tank. Maybe you can, I don't know, use this on block. I mean, I don't know, maybe you can use this on block, I'm not sure. This one is kind of goofy, it's not really tank at all. So I think for tank, yeah, probably mostly these two from the new ones, from the like gold Imagines. From here, we do have the this guy. I think the Goblin Witch Doctor could be like Shield Knight, could be used on Shield Knight, but yeah, like mostly you just want to run supportive Imagines on tanks and healers, right? Farfalla seems to be more of a damage mega for tanks, I think. We have to see how this effect with the cooldowns and everything, how it works out. I think it's more about the damage reduction here. I think this like maybe it's bait, maybe it's really good. I'm not really too sure how the calculations here work. The defense does go pretty high, but yeah. Okay, this was it for the Imagines right here. Let me check the banner now.